There we are, recording in progress. Okay, welcome, Karen, Dynamic Mortgages. I love the sign over the back there, so I know exactly who you are. Not that everybody in the Tri-Cities doesn't already know who you are anyway. Thank you for joining me today. Finally, we've been talking about this for months and months. So welcome, Karen. Tell me who you are.
Thank you so much. Honored to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah.
Excited about the real estate market for 2022. Mortgage rates are fantastic. Lots of potential for people to get into the market, whether a first-time home buyer. I'm finding that my clients are buying investment properties, secondary, renting it out, and making a nice profit as well.
Right. I know it's been a bit of a crazy market for sure, hasn't it? Lots of profit to be made. So I know, and you know, but there's potentially people out there that don't really know what is the difference between going to your bank for a mortgage or going to a mortgage broker.
Mortgage broker we're more boots on the ground, and I'll talk about myself primarily. I have a lot of lenders that I deal with. They provide me with rates every day. For instance, this afternoon, 2 lenders advised me that they're increasing their rates Monday morning.
Awesome.
So I get the information very quickly. They also provide me with any promos that they have, specials, like they do a lot of, spring specials, summer, that sort of thing. And I also am able to provide my clients with extra discretionary pricing, which means I get you a better rate than what's published out there.
Which is bottom line. That's what we all need. So
exactly. We all want to be able to have a lower monthly payment and provide a mortgage that fits your situation. Not every situation is the same. Like you might not want a fixed if you're going to sell, or we can port. You might want a variable as opposed to a fixed. You might want to go open. It all depends. That's my job, is to speak to you on your lifestyle. What are your plans? Because then I'll know which lender and product suits you.
So
that's why it's like a mortgage tailored for you.
It's dynamic, like absolutely, right? And that's so because it's not just locking in for 25 years. What fits you in the individual needs?
And a lot of the lenders out there, or the banks, are offering maybe a little bit of a discounted rate, but those are like the no frills, which means you can't get out unless you die or sell. You can't refinance within that term without even with paying a penalty. They won't let you.
Right.
And you don't want that.
No.
Like for the extra 5 basis points, it might be $8. You want flexibility. You want to be able to refinance, because no one can see their life 5 years from now.
No, who knows what's going to happen in 6 months? I mean, COVID has really shown everybody that your life has to pivot and change on a dime, right? There was something that I was just thinking about, and when you talk about tailoring to everybody's needs, so that's exactly it. So there's people that have all of a sudden discovered that the market has taken off and the value of their home is exponentially higher now than it was two years ago. So what would you say to somebody that's maybe like me in their 50s and they've got some young kids, and is there potential for refinancing and pulling some money out to help the grown and flown that want to get into the market? Can you do something like that?
Always. And my job also is I will negotiate on your behalf, where we do a blend and extend and waive the penalty, or I do the numbers. Is it worth paying the penalty and getting a whole new rate at these unbelievable low rates?
Right.
I don't know what your rate is or whatever, but right now, my opinion, go variable. It's a low penalty. It's only a 3-month interest. You can lock in at any time. 1.3%. Like, really? Why wouldn't you take that when you have the option of locking in as well?
And the option of locking in, not a lot of people know that. So it's important to have a mortgage broker that has the expertise and the experience to be able to guide them down that road and say, this is what's going to work for you today. And when things start to change, call me or I'll call you and let's re-navigate.
That's my job. When I call you, like I'm in touch with you all the time. Just when the deal funds, that doesn't mean I go away. I'm in touch with you every 3 months. You get a newsletter from me. I'm accessible, email, text, phone, walk in my office. That's what I'm here for. I work for you.
Awesome. And that's what I was thinking, because I love your new office and the rebranding. So people are welcome to come in with their mask, or your Zoom is okay as well?
Yes.
Okay. There was something that I wanted to ask you, because there's a lot of young people that are looking to buy and they don't even know where to start. So what would you say to the 20 or the 22-year-old that's buying for the first time? How can they best prepare when they're coming to meet you for the first time? How do they get their ducks in a row, right? What
I
do they
love
do?
this question. I love it. And I love first-time home buyers. So I talk to you on the phone initially, and I always send you an email, so you have my information, credentials, whatnot. I will ask you some questions. We can do the application on the phone. I will ask you for your income up front, which I'm asking all my clients now.
Yeah.
I'm finding that the lenders are no longer really wanting notice of assessments as much. They're looking for your T1s, because a lot of people have taken CERB, and that's not true income. So I want to see the T1, because that tells the story,
Good point.
or your T4s. I want to know your income, because your income dictates your borrowing powers.
Right.
So let's take out the guessing game. Let's advise you the maximum amount that you qualify for. And I hold these great low rates for 4 months as they go home hunting with Lisa Johnston. And when I have your income up front, I know the exact number and I max you out. You don't have to go that high, but at least you know your ceiling if you're in multiple offers, that sort of thing. And it's really basically a rate hold. We don't fully underwrite the deal, but I want to see your income up front so I know what I'm dealing with to advise you
For sure. Okay.
of your borrowing powers.
And once you have all that information, what is the typical turnaround? 5 days, 7 days?
For pre-approval next day.
Awesome. That's what I love to
So
hear.
like, the application takes me 10 minutes. It's easy. You can email me your income, because I will ask for that up front, or on the email, like your last 2 years income tax returns and a recent pay stub showing year-to-date earnings to confirm you're still working. And then I send it to the lender, and I'll decide which one is best for you. And we hold the rate. And then, you know, a lot of people ask me, can we go subject free? I'd like to kind of touch base on that, because
That's where I was just going to go with you, because you know what? There are a lot of realtors that do that. And then this
Yeah.
crazy market to win it. Personally, I won't do it. I don't feel that I'm not acting in my client's best interest by
Oh
doing
my
it.
gosh,
I
that's
know that
awesome.
sometimes it's going to win the bid, but I don't have the heart and I don't work that way. And ethically, my job is to work on my client's best behalf. And if something happened,
So like asking a client for their income, that's only one piece of the puzzle. The second
Right.
piece is the property.
Exactly.
Like the lender has to see the property. They don't look at property on a pre-approval because that's not a live deal. So condos, I'm very leery of. Like, do you have an engineer's report? What's the stratum it's like? What's in the contingency fund? Will the lender even lend on that property? Is it red flagged through CMHC? You know,
Right.
and I work for the client's best interest, so I really liked what you said very, very much. And you want an inspection, at least have one subject, which is your safety net. Have an inspection or something so that you have a safety net. So you don't lose your deposit.
You have to, but there's a lot of people that are willing to just go without that risk. And you know what, then maybe those
And
are
that would be on them. But that's why I want your income. At least I've got one piece. So I know that you at least qualify, and I've pulled your bureau. I've seen your score, like, you know, your worthiness. And then the property, well, you know, that's on the realtor to make sure that, you know, that the property is marketable.
Teamwork all the way, for sure.
Always, yeah.
Always. There was something else that I was going to ask you, and I'm just soaking in all this information that you're giving me. I'm loving it. So now, what about those people that maybe are self-employed, or they've had some bad credit, or they've declared bankruptcy? I mean, things happen just in life, right? So what do we call them? B lenders, or there's other options out there, right?
There's a lender for every situation, and I've seen them all.
Okay.
And until I get another file, because every file has turbulence, but as your captain, we will land safely.
Oh, there we go. I love it. A mortgage tailored for you.
You know, separation, divorce, consumer proposal, bankruptcy, haven't filed taxes to CRA.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. There's lots of, you know, like life. It's called life.
Exactly, life. So you have to be able to, and you have to be able to be creative, right? To be able to work around and know that you've done this before. How long have you been a broker?
22 years.
That's insane.
And prior to that, I was a conveyance paralegal for lawyers. I did conveyancing, wills, estates. It's in my blood.
Lots of experience. Okay, and your office is in Port Moody.
2929 St. John Street, right on the main drag, right where the liquor store is, 7-Eleven. I'm right beside Manny's Barber Shop. Please open the door, say, hi, Karen.
You got the liquor store and you got financing. What more does anybody want, right? What else do you want to
And
tell
a
me?
realtor now.
And
That's
a
right.
realtor, and you need a realtor. What else do you want to tell me? Anything else that people need to
Please
know?
call me. It's Karen Hall. My phone number 604-936-7740 is my office. My cell is 604-230-5505. Email Karen@KarenHall.ca. I've got an awesome new website, KarenHall.ca, easy to remember. I've got everything. Google. I'm at your fingertips.
And I think there's a little rumor out there that you even have a hot rod or something like that too. So you
I
really do have
sure
it all.
do. My beautiful 1969 Firebird.
She's really got it all, folks. Okay, I'm so glad I finally got to catch up with you, see your beautiful office. I love the rebranding, Dynamic Mortgages, and I know that I know you've got my back. So I look forward to working with you.
And your clients back.
Right, exactly. Okay, my friend, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
So much fun.
Bye.